this makeup look, and it's an all pink summer makeup look, so I have pink on the eyes, the cheeks and also on the lips. And because it is summer, I did want to add a little bit of shimmer as well, so I have shimmer on the eyes and also on the cheeks. And as you can see, my lipstick isn't completely opaque, it does have a little bit of shimmer in that as well. So I did actually create this look on my older sister and she absolutely loved it because she is obsessed with pink like I am, and I thought that I'd show you guys exactly how I did it. So all the products that I've used are a mixture of high-end and also drugstore products, and I don't think I've done a makeup tutorial in a very long time using high-end products, so I have a couple of high-end products that I want to show you guys how I use them and how they look as well. And also the look that I'm wearing on my eyes, I've been wearing pretty much every single day for the last couple of weeks since I got my new makeup palette, so I am a little bit obsessed with this. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and make sure that you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the tutorial now. Bye! The first thing I'm doing is priming my skin. I'm using my two favourite primers at the moment, the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer and the Maybelline Baby Skin. So I'm using the matte primer just to put on all of the places on my face where I get really oily. So my forehead, my nose and also on my chin. And then I'm using the Maybelline Baby Skin just to put on where I normally get really big pores. So I'm putting it on my nose and also on my cheeks. So before my foundation, I'm going to start by doing my eyebrows, and for this I'm using my Maybelline Brow Satin. I really love the way that this makes my eyebrows look, and it stays on all day and it gets in there really precise, and I just really do love it, and it really reminds me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. It's pretty much identical. And to give me some really clean lines on my eyebrows, I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and my Real Techniques Detailer brush. For my foundation, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade 2W1 Dawn, and as you can see, it's not the same colour as my face, but it is the same colour as my neck. I did do a full review on this, which I'll link down below for you, and I'm just using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge just to buff this all into my skin and also into my hairline. Taking my Fit Me Concealer again, I'm going to go ahead and highlight down the bridge of my nose, and then I'm buffing this into my skin using my Real Techniques sponge again. Now we're moving on to the eyes, which is probably my favourite part, and for this look I'm using my Makeup Revolution Iconic Free palette, and to start off with I'm going in with my Makeup Revolution eye primer and I'm just putting this all over my eyelids. For my transition shade, I'm using the palest pink out of the palette, which is the matte one, and I'm just going to buff this all into the crease. The first shade I'm taking is the darkest pink in the palette, and I'm just going to be packing this all on my lid. I'm using pattern motions for this and I'm just packing on as much as I can to give a really nice, deep, intense colour. And for a little bit of a highlighter on the inner third of my eye, I'm using the palest pink shade in the palette, which is a really nice shimmer, and when you put it on it looks like a really nice frosty finish, which I love. And for the crease colour, I'm using this really gorgeous shimmery medium brown shade, and I'm just going to be popping this all in the crease and also a little bit on the outer V as well. Taking my blending brush, I'm just going to make sure that all of these shades are buffed out just to make sure that there's no harsh lines. To make the eyes pop a little bit more and to make it a little bit more darker, for the outer V I'm using the darkest shade in the palette, which is a dark brown, and this has a little hint of a shimmer to it as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and buff all this in again using my blending brush. Using the same brush, I'm going to highlight under my brow bone using the lightest shade in the palette. To tighten my eyes, I'm using the two same eyeliners which I always use, and these are the Rimmel Soft Kohl eyeliners. I'm using the black one for the upper waterline, and then I'm using the white one for the lower waterline. And to conceal my under eye circles and also to highlight under my eyes, I'm using my Maybelline Age Rewind, and I'm just going to do upside down triangle motion underneath my eyes, and I'm also going to work a little bit higher just to make sure that the line of my eyeshadow is a little bit more sharp. And to buff this all in, I'm using my Real Techniques sponge again. then taking my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and I'm just going to be patting this on underneath my eyes where I've put the under eye concealer just to make sure that it's set. For my lower lash line, I'm taking the same shade that we used for the transition shade. I'm using my flat definer brush. I'm just going to be putting this on the outer third of my eye, and then just to highlight the underneath of my eye, I'm also going to take the lighter shade in the palette that we used to highlight the inner corner, and I'm going to be putting this on the inner 2/3. To tightline the outer third of my eye, I'm taking my Rimmel Soft Kohl pencil again in the shade Black. Using my favourite eyeliner, which is the Complexion 24-Hour Felt Liner. This is my favourite and it stays on all day, and it's really pigmented as well. I'm just going to create a really thin line on my upper lash line. I'm not going to do a flick, it's just going to be a really nice thin line. For my lashes, I'm not going to use any false lashes. I'm actually going to use my favourite mascara, which I've just recently discovered, and this is a Benefit Roller Lash. This is absolutely amazing. I don't even need to curl my eyelashes, I only need one coat and my lashes look really thick, full and super long. And I've had so many compliments from people telling me that it actually looks like that I'm wearing false lashes, and I'm actually not. But I do have a first impression on this mascara, which I'll link down below for you as well. So as you can see, this is what it looks like with just one of my eyes done, and my eyelashes look super long and I love them. I'm going to do a second coat of this mascara just to make sure that my eyelashes look a little bit more thick and a little bit more full, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my bottom lash as well, and my bottom lashes look really super long when I wear this mascara. So that's it, and you're done with the eyes. So I'm going to go back in with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I'm just going to put this on all of the places of my face where I get super oily, so on my forehead, my nose, my cheeks, and also on my chin. I'm then going to contour my cheeks and also down the sides of my nose, and I'm using my Barry Chisel Cheeks Contour Kit, and I do have a tutorial on how I contour using this, which I'll link down below. For my cheekbones, I use my Zoeva Luxe Face Paint brush, and then I go in with my Duo Fibre brush and I just buff all of these harsh lines out. And to contour my nose, I'm using my Jessup large fluff brush, and I'm just using this on the sides of my nose and also on the tip. And taking the lightest shade out of the contour kit, I'm just going to highlight down the bridge of my nose. My blush, I'm using my favourite blush for summer, and this is in MAC Springsheen, and it's a gorgeous pink shade, and then it has some shimmer in it, it has some flecks of gold as well, and I really do love the way that this looks, and it can act as a little bit of a highlighter as well. For my highlighter, I'm using my MAC Cinderella Coupe de Chic Iridescent Pressed Powder, and this is a gorgeous pink highlighter shade. I'm using my fingers just to pat this onto my skin, and then using my Duo Fibre brush again just to make sure that this is all buffed in and looks a little bit more seamless. And the last thing to do are the lips, and for this I'm using the MAC lipstick in the shade Creme Cup. This is a gorgeous nudie pink shade, and it has some shimmer to it as well, which I absolutely love. So this is the final look, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, and make sure that you give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!